coaching, he's been great. He's been going against me every day, so he's been getting better and better. And I mean, he's been making it tough on me some days, which is encouraging because it pushes me to get me better. And first scrimmage, he's really good, so encouraging him. And I think he's going to be great too. Just his coach is going to have to play him this year. And it's going to allow me to be able to take some breaks and not play as much and last longer in the season and kind of prevent a lot of those like little small injuries and stuff like that. I think it'll be great. So really happy for Jalen Washington. I think they have a great year.
Okay, talked about Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, quarterback, he has a lot of experience. He's 6 years in college, so just having a guy like that with so much experience, not scared of the moment, has played in the big games and been in the ACC, and like knows how everything goes, it's going to be huge. And I mean, he'll be the impactful off rip. I mean, he can shoot the ball. He's just so competitive. So just having that within the team has been great for us.
So this year,
yeah, I mean, I just want to be remembered as someone who really just played hard the whole time here in the game.
Hi, Armando. Similar to Cheeks on Pride Social Media. And congratulations on beating Billy Cunningham's record and pretty much almost suspension. What is your goal for this year? Is it to beat Ronnie Shavlik? Because I know right now y'all are tied for third.
Yeah, I don't really know the stat records for real. I mean, for me personally, I just want to win a national championship and win national players.
Awesome.
And I think, like, if I have a good enough season, I should be able to break any record that I'm close to breaking.
You will do it. Now, fun question. What's your favorite cheat meal?
Favorite cheat meal? That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't really had too much cheat meals this offseason. I've been kind of working on my body. Honestly, like,
No,
I went to the fair though the other day and I had like some fried warrior. So that was probably my first cheat meal or something.
Awesome.
You were around him every day in practice. You didn't play much in the game. From what you saw, could he make an impact in the ACC?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think Virginia Tech, I was telling one of the guys on the team, I think Virginia Tech would be a scary team. I mean, Coach Young, he does a great job of coaching, and they've added on a lot of great additions. And Tyler Nichols is one of those guys that's not scared of the moment. And I think that's somewhat of the battle right there, just being confident. I think that'll be huge for him, and with just his ability to score the ball. I mean, I think he's going to be an immediate impact there, and I think that'll definitely make Virginia Tech a scary team. And I feel like a lot of teams really don't want to play Virginia Tech because they know how to get.
Was there a little bit of a whiplash with all those guys transferred? I mean, what was it like on the team when all this was happening?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected a lot of it. I mean, for some of the guys, you can kind of see, like, kind of get a feel like there'll probably be a chance to transfer. And I mean, I'm just great that they all got to go where they wanted to be and not have to be at UNC if they didn't want to be here, you know? I mean, and I think they all are in good situations and they'll all excel.
When you talk about that sense, like at what point do you get that in the season?
I mean, I would probably say more toward the end of the year. I mean, guys not getting the playing time they want and stuff like that. You kind of just get a feel. And I mean, even just talking to them, I was a guy that guys like to always come and talk to. And I mean, I always tell people, like, do what's best for you. So, I mean, I kind of had an idea.
You mentioned Jalen Washington playing some and maybe easing the burden on you a little bit. Do you ever talk to Coach about, hey, like, we got some guys who can play on the bench. Like, maybe we should get them some action. Is that a role you take at this point in your career?
Yeah, but I mean, I think really, Coach, I mean, we decide our playing time to practice and the way we play. I mean, in years past, I mean, every coach would want to play everybody, but I mean, you got to be able to trust the people when they get in. Are they going to be able to make a shot? Are they going to be able to limit turning the ball over? Are they going to not mess up defensive coverages and things like that? And I mean, I think coming off the bench and doing those things, you got to know the plays. You got to be able to hit open shots, and you can't turn the ball over. And I think those are the main things as a bench player you got to know to be able to do if you want to play. So if you can do that, you'll play. And if you can rebound, do all those things, you'll be able to play. So it's really on the players.
How deep do you sense the rotation will be by ACC play?
I mean, judging off the first scrimmage, I mean, I think we're going to go pretty deep. That's what it feels like. I mean, we got a bunch of guys that can play. Jay Wash will play a lot. Zayden Howe play a lot. I mean, you'll have to play James too. So I definitely think my minutes will go down a lot, which, I mean, I don't have a problem with. And I mean, obviously we got Elliott, who's talented. We got Seth, a lot of guards. We got a lot of guys that you have to play. And I mean, as long as everybody's doing what they're told and being simple and effective, we'll have a good chance of 8 to 10 guys playing.
What was it like? What was it like shooting around with Travis Scott?
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool. I mean, I've been a fan of Travis Scott forever. He's been my favorite rapper since probably around like my 8th, 7th grade year. And, I mean, it was great. It was really cool because I got to meet him like once, Jordan Brand Classic. Got a pair of signed shoes, and just to see him again, like in more intimate form like that at the gym, it was great. And I mean, got to kind of tell him a little bit about my story, and it was great. I was excited for sure.
Did you work some of his jump shot a little bit?
We tried to, man. He was getting frustrated. He was getting real frustrated, but I mean, it's a lot to learn from that because I mean, just you see how successful people and just his competitiveness, even in something that he doesn't even really do, it just shows you just the steps you got to take to be great at something.
Armando, when we met with you guys last summer in the Smith Center, you guys were championship or bust, continually.
Yeah.
Knowing that that's the goal still, how much lighter does this offseason feel going into this year with those expectations really not only back while still trying to accomplish that goal?
Yeah, well, I mean, every year UNC is a championship of us, and it's a lot of pressure. I mean, that's what just happens when you're playing for such a great program. When you go to the Blue Bloods, that's kind of what you get yourself into, and that's what you sign yourself up for. So every year it's a great sense of pressure to win and perform at a high level. But, I mean, for me, it's something I'm excited for, and I'd rather be in a situation like that where it's versus no pressure and no expectations.
Mondo, the scrimmage against FAU sound like you guys played pretty well. And I know you've been going against each other a lot.
Yeah.
Sort of first time together as a team. How would you assess it? How would you grade it? And what stood out to you? Like what would you like?
I mean, I was highly encouraged. I mean, it was in a game where I had single-digit points and rebounds, and we still were able to go out there and perform at a high level. So, I mean, I thought it was great, and, I mean, RJ was amazing. And, I mean, I was really surprised at how great we were on defense. That's what really surprised me. I thought we played great team defense, and, I mean, you play a team like FAU with 4 small guards and a 7-footer. Those are tough games because they can all move around, they can all shoot. But, I mean, the way we defended was very encouraging. And then offensively, like Harrison being able to step up, Cormac, Elliott pushing the ball, Jalen Washington gave us a boost. Like, seeing that was like very encouraging for me.
Give you a taste of like how good you think you can be, maybe?
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry about that.
What's your plan for guarding Kyle Filipowski this year?
She just wants that to do.
I don't really know. I mean, I guess be physical. Last year I didn't really guard him, so I'll watch some film on him when that time comes and just figure it out.
How do you feel about the Duke matchups this year, given how things went last year?
I mean, every time we play Duke is a huge deal for us. I mean, it's going to be competitive this year, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Armando,
honestly, Pittsburgh, I hate playing against Coach Capel. I mean, he always finds ways to, make it tough on me. And I thought, like, last year, after the way they guarded me, teams kind of copycatted that because I kind of struggled with it a lot. And they kind of used that against me. But, I mean, I think this year I won't have any problems with any defenses. But definitely Pittsburgh, they did a great job of guarding me.
What specifically was hard about that matchup?
They really didn't give me like any chance to like score at the basket more. I mean, they kind of crowded me a lot and sending doubles from different ways and doing a lot of different creative things and giving me a bunch of different looks. So I really couldn't find a rhythm.
Long term for you earlier, is he? How ready does he look for the ACC?
I mean, he looks definitely ready. Him being a freshman guard, I mean, it's way tougher now than it was when I was a freshman just because so many guys like me stay back and things like that. So he'll definitely have some growing pains, but I think he will be good. And he's already starting to figure it out even more and more as long as he's playing. But by the time we're an ACC player, I expect him to be one of the best guys in the ACC.
Coach had mentioned this is kind of your year to, finish out your legacy here. Has that kind of been your motto all off-season while training for the season?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Coach Davis and all the coaches have been preaching that they want me to get my jersey retired somewhere in the Raptors. So that's been kind of what I've been shooting for all summer, just trying to prepare for this year to have a great year.
Armando, long term for you, whenever your playing career is done, you're getting your MBA. Now, what do you envision? Like, what do you want to do after basketball?
After basketball, I want to probably create like a private equity fund, something like that. That's what I've always been interested in. So that would be really cool for me.
Why that?
I just like the idea of like finding new companies and like picking ones that I think will work, but also like helping build up companies and things like that. I always thought that was pretty cool.
Mondo, RJ was talking about Cormac like getting pissed and punting the ball.
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal with that? Like, if he at the end of a workout or something, if he's mad if he misses a shot, like what?
How
does that happen?
It's a different type of fire, like.
Yeah.
And it's something we haven't seen like since I've been like guys that like really care about winning and stuff like that. Like it may sound a little crazy to have a guy punt the ball, but sometimes like you need stuff like that to kind of get the team going and having that fire. And I think all throughout this year we've seen it from all of the new guys. Like they have a competitive edge that we haven't really seen, and I think just having guys that's hungry, it's great.
First time Cormac, just to follow up real quick, first time Cormac did it, you're like, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah, no, it definitely caught us all off guard, but that's kind of been the norm now. Like every day we pushing each other on the ground, elbowing each other in the face, fighting and clawing, but we just that hungry to win, and that's what we want.
Who do you think is the most competitive teammate that you've had?
Ever? That's a good question.
Garrison.
Most competitive teammate. Honestly, probably like the new guys we've had this year. It doesn't go a day by where like we're not exhausted after practice. Like we're giving it our all, so I won't have to worry about us competing this year.
Can you compare that intensity you're seeing in these preseason practices to the preseason practices last year?
Yeah, like I said, it's a bloodbath every day in these practices. And I thought last year, like, we played hard, but like playing hard isn't good enough. Like you got to play hard, you got to compete, and you got to be smart while doing all of that. And I think this year we kind of a combination of all of that.
Would you say it feels like more focused, or is it more high effort? Or?
Yeah, a mixture of both. Like the effort is there, and everybody's just trying to get better. And I'm trying to design.
When you showed up to Carolina, Roy Williams was here, Mike Krzyzewski was here, Jim Boeheim was in the ACC.
Yeah.
You're one of the older guys in the league. What are your thoughts about the amount of change that's come to the sideline of the league?
Yeah, a lot of stuff has changed since I've been in college. Obviously it was regular college when I first got here, and then the next year was the COVID year, so that was a different thing. And then after that, you get the NIL and then the transfer portal. So I think just all of that led to like a lot of those coaches like kind of getting out of college because it's just a different landscape. So, it's been a lot of changes.
What are your personal goals for this season, and how good can this team be?